Hello, my name is Sarah Irene Piao, and this is my video reaction for purposive communication first term of the school year 2022 to 2023. Right, so we've been provided with several video clips for references. This is with the 1950s foreign exchange debates, and honestly, all of the topics here were challenging. Well, not just challenging, but it's actually eye-opening. However, we were only tasked to choose one video, so I chose the task for world history. Is colonialism constructive? So, in this video, we actually had five contenders, and it includes the Philippines. Okay, so they're really smart kids. I mean, just think about it. Just for their age, they have a clear grasp of what's going on, what happened, and how it is affecting them. So it's also true at the start of the topic that they were asked how they feel about being considered as one of the underdeveloped countries, and what do they think about it. So yeah, it was really well thought of. They've presented that there's no exact statistics that time or percentage to say how many of the world is improving and how many were being left behind. For me, I would say one of the challenges or obstacles that we have that during that time is with the lack of proper communication, media to be exact. So there wasn't enough, there wasn't any good channel where we can monitor what's really happening here or there real time. Not like what's happening now. We have like a lot of social media channels where we can check everything everywhere wherever we are, and we just tap on our devices. So basically that's one of the perks that we have in this technology era. So my reaction to it is it's actually correct. Not all part of the world, even though colonialism was able to touch that particular country, it doesn't guarantee that everything will be pulled out. No, it will still depend on how far this colonialism is able to reach the entire country. So if it's going to help out where they landed, or if it's only going to help out partially of what's within the community. So it will still depend of the country who's bringing the connection or the colonizing the colonizing in the country, or on the not the the other party. And one more thing in that, yeah, colonialism, it does have its perks, but when it comes to the history, um because this is also a form of business. um when when a country where a colonizing country brings something to another party or another country, they will be it will give them the position of being on the offensive side. So they can bring something good or they can bring something bad, and most of the time, as human beings, this is human nature. There will always be greed within us, and once colonization happens, of course, just like a business deal, they will only lay the cards that will seem in the favor for on the other party. But what we don't know is that it's just like the games of general. There is something hidden behind it. So there's an agenda, a hidden agenda that not everybody can decipher. So I think in my position in this, colonialism was not that constructive specifically for Filipinos, because it killed our history. To be honest with you, I'm already at this age. But I didn't know. I didn't know that we have what we call the Filipino characters. Yeah, we didn't have the. I didn't even know that we had our own characters or symbols in writing. I've only found out about that prior to the pandemic season. So, if you also look into what we call the national costume, it's not entirely ours. We just borrowed it from Spain. So it killed our history. It killed our identity as Filipino. We do bring the name Filipino, but if you will think about it, the Philippines, it's from the ruler, um, uh, King Philip, I guess. He was the one who named the Philippines. So that's another form of the colonization that brought this advantage to our country. So yeah, for me, nah, it wasn't an advantage. It wasn't that constructive at all. It did open a lot of business, but it killed our identity. So yeah, thank you very much. That's all for today.